Alrighty, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am here. The chat's been demanding for my presence. So yeah, right now we're on the pre-show of Gamescom, and I usually don't stream pre-shows because the juicy stuff is in the main show. Now, full disclosure, I'm on like 2 hours of sleep right now. 1.5 hours to 2 hours of sleep. My sleep schedule's all messed up. I try to go to bed early. My brain would not shut off. And so I was just kind of sitting in bed for hours and just couldn't go to sleep. So I turned on a TV show and hoped that I would eventually get sleepy. And I did get sleepy 2 hours ago. And so if I seem a little less attentive today, or if I seem a little loopy, or whatever you want to call it, it's because my brain is like at 50% right now. So, FYI. I feel like a lot of people are going through the same thing, pretty much. Just sleep schedule's been all over the place because 2020. What a year. But for those who are wondering what we can expect from this show, well, let me show you this. This is what Jeff Keighley tweeted. Here's a look at some of the publishers set to debut new content during Gamescom. And so we got 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Blizzard, Bungie, Deep Silver, Devolver, Electronic Arts, Frontier, Focus Home, Gearbox, Head Up Games, PlayStation, Warner Brothers Games, Xbox Game Studios, and more. So, Sony and Microsoft even are kind of showing up. So it's certainly very possible we'll see some really cool stuff. Apparently, there's going to be some. There we go. Yeah, there's apparently going to be Ratchet and Clank gameplay that they're going to show. Like a more extensive, essentially, gameplay presentation of what we're already seen. There's going to be just some apparently some really cool stuff. Gamescom is the new E3 apparently this year. It's the big event where everyone gathers. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. It's 2 hours long, so we'll be here. Let's see. Right now it's 10:50 a.m. where I'm at. We'll probably be here till 1 p.m. ish. So let's see. I'm assuming none of this is really all that important, so I'm going to keep things muted so I can, hang out with you guys for a bit in this pre-show before we dive right in and react to some, whatever it is they show. A bunch of CGI teaser trailers, hopefully more gameplay than, CGI stuff. So, yeah. Elden Ring people are clamoring for. Hell yeah. How amazing would it be if they showed Elden Ring? Having recently completed Sekiro, I'm itching for another Souls-like. NBA 2K77. Oh boy. I'm gonna set the chat to slow mode real quick because eventually it'll get pretty overwhelming, and I want to be able to read through what you're saying. Let's see. We got Zach McBride says, "Yo, Yong, love your videos. Thoughts on Prince of Persia leaks? All the best to you. There were Prince of Persia leaks? I know there were leaks of like an older Prince of Persia game that I guess got canceled or something. Hold on, let me Prince of Persia. Let me type that in. News. Oh, okay. So apparently there's a Prince of Persia remake in the works. Apparently some website leaked it. We'll see if that actually ends up panning out. Reportedly in the works for a 2020 release. Wow, they kept it under wraps, didn't they? Okay. I'd be excited for that. It's been too long since we've seen anything Prince of Persia related. Knack 3, baby. The game of the show. The one more thing of Gamescom better be Knack 3, baby. Starfield, question mark, question mark. You know, Bethesda hasn't... They were going to host an E3 event, which got canceled. Bethesda hasn't said anything since. So, you know, I wouldn't rule it out that they'll tease Starfield or show something during Gamescom. I wouldn't rule it out. I'm not going to guarantee it. I'm not going to say it's a high probability. I will say that it's not impossible. Kane Z7's Gaming says, "Hey, Yong, thoughts on Bloodborne card leaks?" Yeah, game of the century. 100% confirmed. I don't know. I've not seen the reports, but obviously it's happening. I mean, this is what people have demanded since the beginning of time, basically. This is what the cavemen of old have always desired. A Bloodborne kart racer video game. Vinegoose says, "Sleep is for the weak. Can't wait to laugh at Bethesda, as is customary every E3 Gamescom. We'll see. Certainly possible they'll screw something up, you know. We'll see. We've seen them do it time and again. But, you know, if they can actually showcase something really interesting this year, I'd be down for that too." Belgium says, "GLHF, boys. Good luck. Have fun." Yeah. Oh, wait. We were like 5 minutes out. Let's turn on the volume here now that we've got 5 minutes left. Oh yeah, Fall Guys Season 2 is going to be announced. Fall Guys just kind of blew up out of nowhere. And I played it once for my channel, and you guys can watch that video. It went poorly. I did not win a crown. But, yeah, you know, good on them. Good on Devolver Digital for killing it. Oh no, come on. What's going on here? Stream's kind of laggy. This is not on my end. My connection's A-okay. Oh, we already got 7,000 people here hanging out. Welcome, welcome. I hope y'all look forward to hanging out and seeing what these companies have to show. Mick Birchie says, "Hey, Ong, hope you're keeping okay. Can relate to the no-sleep thing. Hoping for some Injustice 3, ooh, or just the new fighting game in general. Much love from the UK." You know, with evil Superman being the marquee sort of villain in the Suicide Squad game, I feel like Injustice 3 won't be coming anytime soon unless they forego the whole evil Superman thing for Injustice 3. I have not played Injustice, full disclosure. I'm kind of a little bit aware of the story, but that's about it. For those who just tuned in, yeah, this is going to be a 2-hour event.
Vampire bit.
It's going to be a 2-hour event. Xbox, PlayStation, Bethesda, a bunch of these companies are presenting. So it feels like this is going to be more substantial than we might think. It feels like there's going to be more reveals here than it's being led on. Apparently, a Ratchet and Clank gameplay is going to be shown. Bethesda hopefully has a big announcement. I don't know, but you know, I don't know exactly how big they're going to go with the show in terms of crazy new announcements. Is Nintendo going to be here? In that list that Jeff Keighley released, let me bring it up again for those who just tuned in. Let's see. Yeah, he posted a list of companies involved. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. So I'll post this, I'll show this once more. So these are the companies involved and more. No Nintendo here from what I can see, but we got, you know, Warner Brothers, Xbox, PlayStation. Obviously, FIFA 21 is going to rock the house, obviously. Blizzard, Bethesda, you name it. All right, so let's go back here. Oh, there we go. Okay, We got 1 minute left until the show starts.
They believed that they were in control. And
But yeah, it's going to be a pretty big show, 2 hours long.
Here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it. We are.
Oh, what's this?
By it, but we never really possess it.
It's like a Jurassic Park game?
You see, life
Simulator?
tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be content.
Let's see, Laura Hertzman. Can't wait to be disappointed yet again by another lackluster game pack for The Sims 4. Ugh. The whole package right now is, what, $700-something? If you actually want to get the full Sims experience, it's rough. F that. Black Gamer, will it have Cyberpunk 2077? I don't think so. CD Projekt isn't listed as one of the presenters. I feel like that would be listed in Jeff Keighley's list.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited for the actual opening night live, in which you'll see some Destiny 2, you'll see Fall Guys Season 2, you'll see Black Ops Cold War, that mysterious PlayStation 5 demo, some things we've probably never heard of before. I think it's going to be a very good show. I'm personally excited about it. Me. I should thank you, actually, for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes. It is appreciated, but seriously, enjoy the show.
Alright, here we go.
So what's the plan?
Time to take control
Wait.
of our world. When we feel out of place.
Was that Cyberpunk?
Disconnected.
Oh, I'm sorry, let me rewind real quick.
So what's the plan?
Right there.
Time to take control of our world. When we feel
I don't know if that was
out of
just like a
place,
part of a montage or
disconnected,
if they're actually planning to show a bit of
divided.
new Cyberpunk stuff.
Do we have what it takes
Alright, I'm going in.
to be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
In a
Celebrate
world.
who we are.
Yes, it's humanity's chance to
I'm gonna raise the
and
volume
what we are.
I'm with you
for the
every step of
mainstream.
way.
The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom, opening night live.
Oh, that was Cyberpunk. I saw, what's his face?
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and
tell me
Xbox
about it.
Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020.
Okay.
Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart
Hell
for
yes.
PlayStation 5.
One of the
Plus,
most
we might have a
impressive
couple
looking titles.
surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want
I'm
to
down for that.
acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have
Yeah, I
some
bet.
pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you
Yes,
why
we
you
do.
love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
The next-gen upgrade model for this game is
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having
classic
me here. This has,
Activision
been a dream
3D
project for us
trash,
to work
but the
on.
game itself
From
looks
nearly the beginning
interesting.
of development, we knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in
At least the
history,
campaign.
and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Frickin' Ronald
one
Reagan.
thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction.
It's fully
with
rendered
some
in this game.
branches and some options about how you play through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Yeah, one of the
From what I saw in the
forces
trailer.
from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
Oh, multiple endings.
Multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2. And with our story and with these features, we loved playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. Right? What are you going to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the
Oh,
walls
come on,
of the
Gamescom.
development
You can
studio.
do it. I believe in you.
From earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
All right. Some gameplay.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
That is an 80s hotshot
Yeah.
if I've ever seen one.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is going to happen. Something that will affect the free world.
Kazuhira Miller? Is it just me or did that guy look like Kaz?
Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission?
Damn. The rendering on the president's impressive.
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal. If the press gets a hold...
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know who we are? Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty There is no higher honor. And while few
So
people
cool.
will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Spooky. After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era known as the Cold
Tonight
War.
we have some new game announcements for you guys
As
as well.
Naked
including
Snake
this
once said.
A new next-gen narrative action-adventure game from Reflector Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles
So no
to
gameplay,
understand
just
her
the cinematic,
mysterious
okay.
innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
Okay, what do we have here? Oh, this is definitely CGI. Alright. Great. Already lost interest in this game, or like in finding out more about this game, unless maybe this is followed up by something gameplay related. Yeah, this is just, it tells me nothing about anything. So, is that it? Please don't let this be another, CGI-infested event. Video games are interactive. Show us how we'll interact with the game, you know? We will see that Ratchet & Clank demo, which I'm looking forward to, so, you know. Yeah, that I learned nothing. I learned absolutely nothing from that.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
More Doom is never a bad thing. Ancient Gods. Oh boy. Marauders.
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next.
Okay.
Casey, over to you.
I've heard rumors of Mass Effect 3 Remaster, or Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered.
The 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
Are we gonna see some gameplay of the new Dragon Age? Everything BioWare does, I'm skeptical.
I've been at BioWare for a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people.
Wow, he's let that beard
more than 300
go,
people.
huh?
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
It's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
I don't know about those claims, based on the previous 2 projects, but you know,
The world of Dragon Age really has
fingers
got
crossed
it
for
all.
Dragon Age 4.
It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Any updates on Anthem 2.0?
Is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original.
BioWare has shown
original
these types of
architecture
clips before,
that makes it fun to explore and discover.
and with the past 2
An
projects,
opportunity to see new things, new places, and
the
interact
footage
with
didn't
people
end up being
who
an accurate representation of the final product, so we'll see how it is with Dragon Age 4.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power?
Oh, I love the main theme of Dragon Age, though.
When the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues.
Dragon Age Origins still has a special place in my heart, you know?
Stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, then another part wants to do both.
That face.
They call me the Dread
The
Wolf.
Shack face.
What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players wanting that suspension of disbelief. This
That
wonderful
gameplay.
collection of
Obviously, it's
digital
prototype.
pixels is actually
Okay, a little gameplay footage here, I
No,
guess.
it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can
Some
affect change
some of the
in
voice
world.
acting being teased.
Making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
What is up with this outdoors cinematography thing going on here? I don't know. It's, okay. The camera is very much like over the shoulder, very up close and personal, which is interesting. Whoa. Nunny.
Great Scott.
Oh!
I think this
Hello.
is serious. Mr.
Great
Hopkins.
Scott, indeed.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmanuel Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing
Jeff,
here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
Oh.
What exactly do you
Okay.
do, Surgeon Simulator?
Is he involved?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Bernardshire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility,
Grape scotch.
otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training
Says the chat.
Program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer.
That looks like a brain right there, sticking out of his stomach, instead of the intestines.
And it's available as of Great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want to world premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in
Opening in 2077.
Make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2
Nice little nod there towards a certain video game. But yeah, get the f out of here. Get the fuck out of 2020. Any other year is better than this. 2020 is not a recommended year for time travel.
He looks good as new. Now grab the good arm and bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying. Oh,
That's not right. My finger slipped.
So this is just pure anarchy. All right. See, this is just those are not intestines. That's just a brain sticking out of the lower stomach area.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
All right. Nintendo needs to show Breath of the Wild 2, you know? I don't think that's happening in Gamescom. They would have definitely made a big deal out of it before the show. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing anything that's blowing me away, but, you know, the show's, again, gonna be 2 hours. So we are 20 minutes in. We got an hour and 40 minutes to go of other stuff. So I'm hopeful that as the show progresses, hopefully things will get more and more interesting, and they're gonna close it out with a banger. I'm not interested in what this is, so let's look at the chat real quick. Blade 2 Extreme for the win says, YongYea for president. Appreciate all you do, man. President, too big a mantle for me, man. But I'm fine with making content on YouTube. But I'm glad you enjoy the content. Really appreciate the kind words. Okay, zombies. All right, buddy, you need to move. Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead. What? Hello, what? Of all things to do with Walking Dead, Bridge Constructor? I'm so confused. Okay. Alright, that's a game.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are
I'm completely unfamiliar with Bridge Constructor.
Looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Happy Giant.
In a world gone strange.
In a world gone strange. You gotta really put that tone in there to make it really dramatic.
Force stands against the darkness.
One elite force stands against the dark.
But even they could use some help.
But even they could use...
Oh, hello! Sam and Max!
Sam, I'm blind. Oh.
It's been a while since I've seen Sam and Max. Well, that's kind of cool.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2.
Wait, what?
Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as...
Wait, what was that? Are we doing some kind of game award? What?
And my co-hosts for all day long games content,
I missed it.
dev
okay.
talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank
a little
you so much, Sid.
plug-in.
We are so excited to see what's in
little
the
IGN
Gamescom
plug there.
studio, and also awesome indies. And I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward.
But it's
to
cool.
That. All right,
Completely
well, on to our next
indie focused.
game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place
That
where
looks
no
like
living
Darkseid in the Snyder
foot
Cut
before. The
trailer,
Shadowlands, the afterlife of
which
an
looks like
entire
Craig.
Warcraft universe. The infinite realms
A
of the
little bit.
Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives. Enjoy.
So yeah, I've never been into World of Warcraft, so personally I'm not super enthralled by this, but for those who are into WoW, you know, here you go. Is that Luther? No, sorry, not Luther. The other guy's Luther. This is,
Save my soul.
And it's not even Luther, it's Uther. God. Yeah, again, I'm not into WoW. Okay, no, wait. He is Uther. Okay. Who's the other guy? Uther? Oh, I'm butchering this. I'm gonna stop talking. Arthas, right? The other guy?
Truly selfless life.
Yes,
And
Arthas and
for that,
Uther. Yes, there we go.
You have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil.
I'll repeat again, I've had very little sleep. Only 2 hours of sleep. My brain's not there, guys.
Sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
So once again, the lack of gameplay
This one seems broken, Thenios.
is less than ideal.
Soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will repent. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Such a lust for soul wounding. Ew. Oof. F. to pay some respects.
The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is innocent.
Do we really want to spend this much time on this?
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
Wrecked.
As you command, my
Wasted.
Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself.
Oh, snap.
The moment he falls, we will claim him.
Uther!
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Rains from above.
You are the chosen one! World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So, just one giant cutscene that hasn't been fully animated? I don't know. For WoW fans, I'm sure that was
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive
compelling,
look at
but
Bastion. Now,
I don't
we
know.
know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
Yeah, I just have zero interest in WoW, so for me that was just it.
Enter the Shadowlands.
Okay, they actually are showing a bit of... Oh no. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, this Gamescom stream's been kind of a little janky. Okay, there we go. We're back. Alright, some in-game footage here. Showing us some of the set pieces and landscapes. Alright, that's that.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5.
Yes.
Much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Come on, Gamescom.
Have returned. They corrupted. Divided.
I believe in you.
Conquered. Until finally...
Yeah, this is not me. This is Gamescom. The stream's still running. It's just something on their end is causing this. Skip forward here. There we go. Did that do something? Yikes! That ain't good. It's not just me, right? Okay. It is definitely not me.
I had some
it's them.
fun with
Oof, Gamescom.
Crash, of course. Let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot.
Hopefully it'll rectify itself before long.
What? He's where?
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeesh. All that artifacting. See, like when I rewind, like it shows the same kind of crippled, corrupted footage. So it's not me. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, we got someone in the chat said I checked the stream. It sucks there too. Okay. I don't think, like, should I refresh? I don't know if that'll help.
Tell us more about what we just saw.
Yeah, let's refresh real quick. Sorry about the technical issues, guys.
What there?
Yeah, just refresh. It's still happening.
Around Cologne, but what he was
play in Crash 4 narrative.
Yeah, so back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was
Wait.
actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1.
We're back.
And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard and they're really awesome and they're super. We can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
Sure. So players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object to pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms, really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. Narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in things before.
Awesome.
Use Twitch stream.
Crash 4, it's about
Let me try to bring that up.
Looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
I'm going to try to replace
thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more.
There's an
Gamescom
official Game Awards
Night
stream.
Live.
Okay.
I have become terror. The unseen predator.
Okay, things are running fine now, though.
A rupture that obliterates without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me.
What do we have here? Yeah, let me bring up the...
This entire This entire planet will fear us.
There we go.
The anomaly alters us.
There we go.
Each
Let's
in
try
our
that.
own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road into the dark heart of
So yeah, the stream on the official Gamescom page is just not working right. This seems to be going smoothly.
We will find the source. Whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
Oh, Outriders. I'm hearing very mixed things about that game. In fact, I'm not hearing many great things.
Welcome to the Hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes,
Leave as a
Or am I thinking of another game?
this is it.
Oh, Hyperscape? Hyperspace? Yeah, Hyperscape. From what I've heard, this game is not doing very well. It's not performing well, player count-wise. Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New
Welcome
Champions.
to Necromunda. I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed. The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants.
Okay, so now they're just throwing a bunch of trailers at us?
In trouble, but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm, and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin, and will are of iron, it's a potent combo.
How much super chats for you to delete your Chrome tabs? Hey, when you're covering news, you know, keeping track of multiple stories.
Oh, makes sense.
Keeping tabs open.
Cut you up just
It's just the thing that happens.
Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power. Hell,
What am I looking at here?
So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
No idea what this is either.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of consoles.
All right, looking at the chat again while all this happens.
To build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games. I want autobiographical games.
It's a Warhammer game, apparently. Okay.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução, obviamente, gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda
Warhammer
mais evolução
40K.
na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage.
That's another franchise that I'm not,
experiências mais imersivas.
that I have a vague familiarity with, kind of surface level, but I've not played too many Warhammer games.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
The entire world is destructible? That seems risky, but I'm intrigued. Oh, okay. It's like Legos, kind of. Like Minecraft-y, Lego-y. With elements of, you know, kind of pixelated textures. What do you do in this game, though? Like, what's the end goal? Oh, to perform the perfect heist. Huh. Okay. Are there any guards? There were no guards. So what is gonna keep the tension up? What is gonna... Concept's kind of interesting.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow. Nice. All right, thank you.
Oh, Jeff, your mic's on. Oh man, this looks so depressing. It's got like, you know, like Limbo vibes. Eee. This looks kind of cool. Ugh, oh no! Don't do that. It's not good for your neck. Oh, boy. Zelda Ocarina of Time Shadow Temple flashbacks. Honestly, this looks aight. Oh no, Slender Man is in this game. It's freaking Slender Man, y'all. Tim Burton-esque, some people are saying, yeah. I can see that.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Mamma mia! This is great!
What NBA Jam is to basketball is, I guess, what this game is to wrestling, to WWE. Just like an insane version of the genre.
WWE is L-I-T. You know, I'm a little more old school than Morrow, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Morrow. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Morrow.
Nope, that's the Undertaker, yeah.
And Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move!
I'm familiar with a couple famous wrestlers like Rey Mysterio, The Undertaker, John Cena, Dave Bautista.
Of the pandemonium that you're going to experience when you head to the Battlegrounds. Woo, that's a big toy hammer.
But I'm not like super into WWE or anything.
What a night. What a night. This is the greatest thing I've ever
Who's the wrestler who has a list? Wrestler list.
today and brawl without limits.
Made the list. Let me Google that. Chris Jericho, that's the one. Yeah. I'm like familiar with him because of that GIF. You know, you just made the list.
Again, I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it.
What?
The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance.
Wait, what are we giving out awards for? Like most anticipated game? Because Legion isn't even out.
The winner of the Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess it's like awards for upcoming games that we haven't played yet? I don't know. I'm a little confused.
The Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world. I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Did not believe.
This feels like the wrong avenue to present these awards. But
It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
Okay.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team.
All
Let's
right.
check it out.
I'm intrigued. They're actually going to show gameplay. That's good.
We all choose our path, light or dark,
Leia!
freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new Republic. However, the Empire lives on.
Little did they know.
As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new Republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars
That
Squadrons.
Leia voice acting
Our
was
single-player story is one of daring pilots and
very
deep-seated
close to
rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron.
the original.
Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One
This
of
game
our
in-
spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime.
This game in
Behind
VR
enemy
could
lines,
be
you'll
a
have to
cool
eliminate
experience.
Perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorne safe. Titan 3, take out those fighters.
Understood. I'll handle it.
The graphics in this game don't particularly impress me,
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
but we'll see how the gameplay pans out. If it ends up being really
Each mission will
fun.
immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's
Is that a
finest.
YongYea character model? They've got
ready
the
to go.
mustache and shit.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss. The story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
It looks okay. I don't know.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired The Sims' latest game pack. Check this out.
God. Oh, it's a Star Wars themed? Interesting. How much is this? I mean, you can already be a wizard, a vampire, a mermaid, all kinds of crazy stuff. So sure, why not a why not a Jedi? And aliens and stormtroopers.
One genie.
I want to hear Palpatine speaking in Sims language. Zoom zoom. This is bizarre. All right, why not? That's dangerous. Journey to Batuu. Okie dokie. Well, that's a thing.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course, a gameplay demo of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely all-star cast to the game. Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
Oh, I remember seeing... Yeah, that game really intrigued me when I first saw it. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
All right, close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
Ah, classic spooning. James McAvoy? Daisy... Willem Dafoe... What? Wow. He wasn't joking about an all-star cast. Hey. I'm all in for Willem.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show.
Yeah,
now,
I'm very intrigued by that title.
We announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC.
Looter brawler or
Tonight,
looter
we got
slasher.
A quick sneak peek
you mean
of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Yeah, this is a game I don't know how to feel about. It's not blowing my socks off. It looks like it could be decent fun though. What?
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars,
What was that?
The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to.
Was that cut short by accident, or
I'm sure
was that
you
it?
saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
That was what, like 5 to 10 seconds of gameplay? I'm so confused.
Explore. Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory to our sovereign will.
Well, that's what I call a sneak peek.
But that was what it wanted too.
Okay. Okay, we got some Warframe. Warframe's cool.
Through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
It feels like they accidentally hit like the next button.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws.
That couldn't have been it. Like that's the lamest showcase in history.
The final heartbeat.
Anyway, what happened happened.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But before
Wise words.
fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear
Ew.
the heart of Deimos.
That looks cool.
So many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games during lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something.
By the way,
together with their
tomorrow,
kids.
I'm going to be
I think
streaming
I've heard
again
more
for
advice
what's
about
called
video games
Future
in
Game
2020
Show.
than any other time.
They already hosted one of those
As a result, it's more
around
important than ever that we
E3 time,
keep
basically.
making
They're doing
different,
another one
interesting things
tomorrow.
to play.
So let's see if they show some cool stuff there. I'll be streaming that. So yeah, tune in for that. So far, I'm not feeling this Gamescom showcase, but we got, what, 55 minutes more to go? So hopefully that Ratchet and Clank gameplay will really blow us away.
Corona virus time. Care about other people.
So far, the showcase has been, I don't know.
Na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar.
And Future Game Show is hosted by David Hayter, right? Future Game Show, David Hayter, and what was the other actor? One of the female characters. And and Debbie Mae West. So Solid Snake / Naked Snake and Meryl, respectively, will be hosting this game show tomorrow. So that's kind of cool, honestly. No doubt they'll be making a lot of vocal references to their iconic, legendary characters. So, yeah. What is this? What am I looking at right now? Okay. Is this a new game, or is this... What? Sprinkles? Are those, like, gum dispensers? Sure. Why not? Alright. So I'm gonna keep talking, because this song, no doubt, will be copyrighted unless I talk over it. So... this is just idle banter that I'm engaging in to hopefully bypass YouTube's AI or whatever automated system detects this stuff. But, there we go. Alright. Oh, so dumb. It doesn't always work, but, yeah, worth a try. Oh, we got a mech game? Or wait, is this... Oh, it's part of that game. Okay.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2, Beyond Light. Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2 and Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
All right.
All these guys in this room, they're here. In this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
Family.
That's right.
As the great Vin Diesel once said, it's all about family.
One day you're busting your back doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And the next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy! Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
That looks like Grand Moff Tarkin, with hair, with more hair.
Stay straight with me. You're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family.
Family. It's all about family. Hell yeah.
Next, we're going to introduce you
It
to
looks good,
turn-based
honestly. It looks really good.
multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
In a 25-second time loop. Interesting. The concept is intriguing. That's a cool concept. Okay. 2021 early access. Gameplay looks.
Next spring, get ready to experience
okay.
memorable moments
the concept
and
at least is
non-stop
interesting.
action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new, fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
Yeah, I have not played many of the LEGO games really.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
They're really funny, but the gameplay always feels kind of the same across all LEGO games.
Strong with him. That much is clear.
Just like go around hack and slash.
The dark side. Young Skywalker has become.
Wait, is that from? Is that from Rogue One? That Darth Vader shot?
Is our last hope. No, there is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Ah, it's Rey Palpatine. No, Rey Skywalker.
Not him, the Falcon.
This looks like it could be pretty fun, though, honestly. It doesn't look bad at all.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it. Jedi.
Jedi.
Huh?
Power! Yeah, could be fun. I might check it out, honestly.
Man, LEGO Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
I really hope that the one last thing of this show is like a tease of Breath of the Wild 2. That'll make it all worth it. we haven't heard from that game in such a long time. But hey, if they're not ready to show it, hunker down, work on it, show it when it's ready to be shown. I don't mind having to wait. But yeah, Nintendo's just been so quiet this whole year after E3's cancellation. I'm just wondering, like, what are they up to? This actually looks disgusting, but fun. It's giving me slight, like, Rayman, like the new Rayman, like Rayman Legends vibes, but just grosser, more organs being involved. The classic ad for Red Bull Gamer Fuel. Oh wait, no, that's Mountain Dew. I'm sorry. The Empires of the Past. Wait, is this what I think it is? Rebuilt for a new age. Enhanced audio, 4K Ultra HD graphics. This is Age of Empires, right? Or is this... Or am I confusing this with something else? Two new game modes. This looks like Age of Empires, but I don't know if I'm... Is it like an Age of Empires 3? Yeah, I think it's Age of Empires 3 Remaster. It's definitely not 2. Yeah, 3. Okay. The muskets, that's when I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's 3. October 15th.
Where are we? We're near Little Hope. Did you hear that?
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
The Dark Pictures Anthology. No idea what that is. Oh, what is this? Project Cars? Yep, Project Cars 3.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out,
Look, the sentiments surrounding these bits are nice, but it feels like, I don't know, like they're dragging the show out.
At the moment, I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny.
Like this, like that's nice and all, but like let's get the show moving, you know.
Play games that I return to every year. Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although much like my house, my island is still a complete tip.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights in a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play.
Oh, is it out now?
Xbox
Oh.
and Game Pass. And As we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
That's sweet, sweet ray tracing. But no game needs ray tracing more than Minecraft, obviously.
Your betrayal. You will be broken.
Ooh. What do we have here? Has Star Fox vibes going on. That type of arcadey, dogfighting type of game. Hell yes. Looks really good. Chorus Rise as one. Oh, I'd play this.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver.
I've not played
this game is
Fall Guys as much, though.
Records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
What new torturous contraptions and ways to drive us insane have they come up with?
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
You know, I will say the guy running the Twitter account for Fall Guys is a genius. Guy or gal, whoever it is.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages.
Oh god.
Giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Okay, are they adding any new mini games? Or is it like a skin, basically? Oh, this looks new. Yeah. Oh boy. Ugh.
Enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Okay. That looks aight.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand. and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
Oh, Wasteland. It comes out like tomorrow, doesn't it? I'm actually looking forward to this. I've got Game Pass. And I'm kind of itching for a compelling RPG experience, and it sort of harkens back to, you know, classic.
Got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado.
Classic RPGs.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there.
I've heard the RPG elements and the narrative like branches are really compelling, but I hear also the game tech on a technical level isn't as polished as it could be. Like there are some like bugs and glitches. But a lot of people seem to really be enjoying the core gameplay.
Back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
XCOM vibes, people say. Yeah, the combat definitely draws a lot from... It has XCOM-like elements for sure.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento, e é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the
Ghost of Tsushima, you say?
In real life, they don't let you
How great is that multiplayer announcement? Out of the blue, completely free,
more than films, music,
no microtransactions,
and it's just fun,
unexpected,
for me to
gives you
have
more
the
bang
time
for your
to play
buck.
with
Like,
friends, or
yes.
even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Cool. What's next?
Hey everyone.
Oh, hello.
I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment.
What you got for us?
When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. The Medal of Honor franchise is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
You know, Respawn is one of the bright spots of EA, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how this Medal of Honor game is going to pan out. I think it's a VR game. Oh,
I know this is the first time
is that right?
We'll see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you.
Yeah, it's a VR game.
I'm scared too.
This could be pretty cool, actually.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war.
Yeah.
But you really should stop. There is no future.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
Honestly, for a VR title, I'm digging it.
Wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Half-Life Alyx kind of set the standard and showed us that you can make full-fledged games on VR. This looks like it could be, you know,
I said, boom.
Another great full-fledged VR experience. World War II shooter? Heck yeah.
There are things, as people, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Somehow, this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Yeah, honestly, this looks fun. The graphics obviously had to be scaled back because this is VR. But I'm actually looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with
Yeah.
Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal of Honor, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act one is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act two is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the
D-Day in VR.
Is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them.
How long is this game, I wonder?
Get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the thing about VR is that, you know, I've spent I mean, we've known each other a long time.
His beard looks like
trying to map
a fluffy cloud.
Natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out things like making feel good. And,
oh,
and one of the
jeez,
hardest
come on.
ones is leaning.
Gamescom.
And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck. And how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer
stabilized, okay,
it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those after it comes out.
Wow, well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
Yeah, I wish they'd do the dev interviews post show, you know what I mean? Or like keep it a little more brief. Just to like keep things moving along. Oh, what is this?
This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
This is not ringing any bells.
But I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow. And now I fight to break free.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a Riot game. Wow, soundtrack got all anime intro-y. Okay. People are saying Spellbreak? Not heard of that title. Oh, let me type that in and see what I get. Is it among the Oh yeah, it's Spellbreak. It's not a Riot game. It's a game by Proletariat Inc. So this comes out today, apparently. I like the art style. September. Wait. It says September 3rd. I thought you said it's launching today. Did I hear that wrong? Yeah, either way. It's coming out soon enough. Game Pass! Heck yes! The fact that you can just, like, I can download Flight Simulator right now. Just like that, try it out. And whatever other games come out for it, first-party Xbox titles or a lot of the third-party titles that have partnered with Game Pass. Honestly, I still can't get over how just what a great deal this is. Just from a value perspective. But, I feel like this is another copyrightable song. I'm gonna lower the audio real quick. Just trying to work around YouTube's dumb copyright systems. And soon... Right, yeah, xCloud is coming soon as well. Like, actually to the public, and it's no longer preview. It's still beta, though. And it's included with Game Pass Ultimate. And already it's got more games than Stadia, and Stadia's been out for almost a year now. It's just no-brainer. I don't know why anyone would go with Stadia over Game Pass. Alright. Cool. That's out of the way.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Who's Factor 5?
最初タリカンの音楽を聴いた時に曲が素晴らしいだけじゃなくてアミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いましたね。日本じゃ本当に聞いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
That's a bold claim, damn. This reminds me a bit of Contra.
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career and the fans
Turrican, people are saying.
Since. To this day, it's
What's
one
Turrican?
of my proudest works.
Never heard of this. Yeah, I never played Turrican. It's an old IP apparently. Yeah. This is one that I've never played.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
I have not kept up too much with Destiny 2. Even post Activision, I've heard it had its ups and then it's had its downs as well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that Ratchet and Clank demo. I think hopefully that'll make it all worth it. Because that game really looks next gen. With the we can like teleport between worlds so fast. That's pretty crazy. Embrace darkness. That is edgy as hell. Alright, and every expansion is a significant cost.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations.
Well, that's no surprise.
Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers, esports, and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Jeff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so take care. Back to you, Jeff.
Doing my best.
Thank you very much, Sydney. It's great to have you on the show again this year. All right, well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different?
Here we go.
What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware.
Go on.
Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
I really hope this ends up being a launch title. That would really boost PS5 sales at launch, I think. PlayStation. Now this is what I want to see. Straight gameplay. Hell yes.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the bomb back.
Oh dear.
Let's show him how it's done. All right, bringing out the big guns.
Love how lively the animations look.
Feels good that he's back in action. Last one. The train's pulling away. Let's go. Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right. Today I will finally be free of the both of you. Soon, everything you see will be mine. Say goodbye.
This series just has so much personality to it. Ah, look at that.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality.
Well,
the bridge is shot. There has to be another way across.
The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them.
L1. Ah, that's super cool. Loving the weapon variety.
This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
Yeesh.
My heroes!
So just creatures from all across space and time are being just dropped in this metropolis.
Or at least a very large octopus.
Oh my. Oh, that's crazy.
I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Oh yeah.
Nefarious really resurface after all these just to try and take over the universe again?
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of.
This is a game for me. I definitely cannot wait to play this.
See what's new.
Yeah, this is a very extended look at the old gameplay preview we saw. No cuts. Just straight through. And so we're seeing some new segments here. So many particle effects flying everywhere.
We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
Oh my god, that's freaking crazy. That's insane. That, oh my god. Like,
Well, it is certainly not good.
like that's unprecedented. Like this right here. Just how instant, just, oh my god. Look at this. This game flexes that SSD so hard.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
Well, there it is. PlayStation 5 exclusive.
PlayStation.
Is there one last thing for Gamescom, or is this where it closes off? We got 6 minutes left.
Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and now I am joined by Marcus Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys, it was so great to see that long, uninterrupted demo of Rift Apart, and I have so many questions. It's amazing to see what you're doing with the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower. Enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly, perhaps, though, is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player from planet to planet to planet, lightning fast, like in way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your Rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I got to say, like when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds at instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow. All right. You so confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the haptics. How are you using that to sort of impact the gameplay of Rift Apart?
So at the heart of every Ratchet and Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons that just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So for example, your burst pistol, of course it gives you like a satisfying kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you.
Really
Basically,
feel
the haptics
the energy.
are expressive enough that every weapon feels different and you can tell what you're holding. But of course, the adaptive trigger like takes that to a functional level where, in addition to the trigger pull feeling unique, we can actually use that as a super intuitive way to add alternate functions to the weapons. So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down.
It's a great name for a shotgun.
Resistance to fire a single barrel. And then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them. And then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to
That's a
play
cool
better.
implementation.
Wow. No, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, tell us in the Ratchet-verse where this sits.
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But it's a standalone adventure. So it's one that, even if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift Tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see frequently in the game? Are there special moments? I guess I'm curious how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift Tether has created these anomalies all throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty often. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet. Okay. Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really have to, when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I got to say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
The world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see
Well,
what
good
you
try.
guys have in store for us. I got to say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though,
Ratchet and
everyone around
Ratchetta,
the
nailed
world
it.
wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now?
Mike.
Mike?
So Ratchet and Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
So within like 3 months.
Is it big window? So no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're gonna get, I'm sure. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I gotta say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet and Clank or PlayStation 5.
Tell me there's one more thing.
For opening night live. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at gamescom.global. As for us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020. Our team is hard at work to build a very special live show for you coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
Okay, so I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So let's switch back to YongCam here. Undo the crop. Hey everyone, it's my big fat mug, full HD. So I like the way they closed off with a full uninterrupted gameplay of Ratchet and Clank. The overall show I felt really, I don't know, didn't offer much in the way of really wow-inducing reveals. Not enough gameplay. And I know I keep complaining about that, but video games are interactive. We need to see gameplay to actually gauge, you know, is this worth looking forward to? Is this video game, you know, something I might want to actually play? Now, a lot of people talking about Ratchet and Clank 30 FPS. Is that confirmed? Because have they said it's like just locked at 30 FPS? Because I know like Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, I think the footage shown was in 30 FPS, but they've recently confirmed that you will have the option of performance mode versus resolution mode. So you can do, you know, max resolution at 30 FPS for Miles Morales, or you can choose performance mode and go 60 FPS. So I'm wondering if down the line we're going to see an announcement for a 60 FPS mode for Ratchet and Clank. I hope that's the case, because for me, the jump from 30 to 60 FPS is significant in terms of just how reactive the game feels. I really don't give that much of a shit about resolution, personally. Like 1080, I think is a good place to be. 1440p, I think is a good middle ground. So if they can offer a 60 FPS mode, that would be most ideal. And I feel like every next-gen game should just straight up do that. Like, we got all this hardware prowess. I feel like we're at a point where we can offer a 60 FPS as an option. But you know, yeah, we'll see how that pans out. I feel like it's not impossible for them to announce that there is a 60 FPS mode, given that Miles Morales did that. So, you know, that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, no Elden Ring. Frankly, I don't know. Who knows when we can expect Elden Ring? I wasn't expecting it at Gamescom. I was hoping, but I wasn't, you know, necessarily. I didn't think it would be there was a high chance of Elden Ring appearing. You know, it's certainly going for that George R.R. Martin model where we don't know when the next book's going to come out. We don't know when Elden Ring's going to come out. George R.R. Martin is involved in both. There's this pattern there. I don't know. You know, I say let the devs take as much time as they need before they're ready to show Elden Ring. You know, I'd rather they show it when it's ready instead of like revealing something and then, you know, drawing the wait time for the game for years and only trickling in information. Like, I want them to go big when they're ready. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say about the event. It was I feel like it could have been like an hour 30 instead of a full 2 hours, and they could have made this a more concise viewing experience. But yeah, tomorrow, future game show. We'll see if there's any cool stuff there. The last one was a pretty decent showing. I'm not expecting. I don't know what to expect really. It's more of like a mid-tier event rather than, you know, an E3 or Gamescom level event. So I expect announcements might be more tame, but I still feel like maybe it's worth streaming just to see what comes of it. But thank you for tuning in, folks. I have some stuff to do today, so I have to cut this short here. And I'm also just going on 2 hours of sleep, so I'm not feeling 100% at the moment, and I'm gonna get some rest. Maybe take like an hour nap or something before I do what it is I'm doing later today. But really appreciate all your feedback. I really appreciate you hanging out. I really appreciate you just sticking with me and just reacting with me and hanging out amidst a 2020 where, you know, we're socially distanced. It's good to connect with people in what little ways we can, and this is, I think, a great way to hang out with this incredible community. Really appreciate and love you all, and look forward to hanging out with you all again. So with that, I will see you guys next time. Yong out.